Great morning to you. We're going to have some fun today. So today we're talking about, I think there's a conversation that people have in their head. I don't think they let anybody else know they're having that conversation. I'm going to let you know about this conversation. I have it in my head. I think it's one of those things where, and it's not a bad thing. I think it's one of those challenging things in a positive way. So who am I to do blank? It's a conversation we typically have. You get an opportunity, something comes in a pipeline, you go, who am I to do blank? Right? And this is one that I want you guys to think about today because I know we always run into this, but no one really talks about it. And I don't think anybody, since we don't talk about it, no one gets a good understanding how to navigate it. My man, Jimmy Farris, how are you? Lunch with Liz, good morning to you. So I want to have this conversation. JZK Ward, I see you out there this morning. So let's think about this. We all have these moments in time where things happen. We fight, we work, we grit, we grind, we build, and opportunity comes to us because we did so. Right? You did the work. You did the grind time. You read the books. You made the connections. You had the phone calls, had the conversations. You did the work, and then all of a sudden, it lands on your plate. It's right here for you right now. Now, whatever this right here for you might be the speech, it might be the client, it might be the book deal, it could be the new job, it could be the new business opportunity, the new partnership, whatever it is. Good morning, Farmer Mima. What happens is these opportunities come to us, and then in the moment, this is the truth. In the moment when the opportunity comes, you go, ooh. But am I prepared for this? Am I the right person for this? Who am I to do this thing? But I haven't done that. I've done some other stuff. I've done this and this and this, but I haven't done that just yet. So can I do that? Oh, I don't know if I can. What if I mess up? What if somebody sees me do wrong? Are my mom and dad going to make fun of me? Are my friends going to make fun of me? Am I going to look bad in the world? Am I going to be embarrassed? Am I going to lose brand curvability? Like what? Oh, and we get spun up in this mentality, and it happens. If you're sitting here listening, you know for sure this has happened. I want to talk about how to get it to stop happening because I know that this is something that actually we deal with on a daily basis. Everybody has it, and I know it's what we call at a lighter term, imposter syndrome. Right? You heard it before. An imposter syndrome. You don't know if it's you or not, so we have this battle. And I believe we do have this, if you want to coin it that, an imposter syndrome that picks up. Good morning, John Eggleston, Kareem. How you doing? Danny Trujillo, Angie, Evans. Good morning to you. And so I want to talk about this thought that I know we are consistently having, and it's not a bad thing to own this. I own this because I find that it gives me an amazing drive. And I want to take you back to days when I used to play football. And I'm not going to give you some football story, but I'm going to give you a football concept. Now, I played at the University of Oregon. I'm an Oregon Duck. You can see there's a helmet back here. I don't think anybody can see the helmet back there. There's a helmet back there. I played the NFL also. NFL was a tough one too, man, because it's a situation where you're now brought out into this level that's the top in the world. And yes, you've done the work. You've built the time. You've built the body. You've put everything in. Chuck Balsamo, hey. You've done all this work. And then what happens, you step on the field, and I promise you go out there and go, oh, for even a split second, am I the right one for this? Am I going to do okay? Am I going to mess it up? What if I miss the tackle? What if I miss the catch? What if I don't do the job right? What if I? And part of us goes, well, who am I to do this? Maybe it'd be better to sit in the sideline, let somebody else go out there because then I'm not in the position to mess up, right? This is mindsets that we have, ways we think. And I believe that a lot of us will question this. And what happens, the questioning is the wrong question. That's the biggest key to this. We're asking ourselves, who am I to do this? Who am I to do this? Right? Because when you start asking yourself, the question in and of itself inherently tells you you're not the person for that, right? And this is genuinely the question that we'll ask ourselves in our head. Who am I to do that? Who am I? Can I? What if I? Who can I? And it's an inherent negative focused question. So what I like to think about is in those moments, and they're going to happen to you probably today. Let's be honest. Someone's going to have this happen to them today. Something comes across the line, which you've been building for, and all of a sudden you got to figure out, like, how do I handle this? And here's exactly what I do, and I do it all the time. For example, tomorrow night at 6 p.m., I have a Clubhouse sponsored show. I have probably let thousands of people know. We've been running ads, we've been putting money out. I got a phenomenal base of friends coming to hang with me. And if you don't think that at one moment in the past I've been like, ooh, what if I mess it up? You're tripping. You're crazy. I mean, granted, I do this right here every day, 3 days a week. I do daily podcasts every single day. I interview people from all over the world. Like, I do this all the time. And I still get to the moment of like, ooh, what if I mess it up? For a split second. And I'm being transparently honest because you need to realize this is human nature. I am not a perfect human, but I have a very unique set of tools I pull out in these moments. I think sometimes people go into the world to fight monsters with their bare hands because you don't bring tools into the fold, right? So yes, I got Brendan Burchard, I got Mel Robbins, Mel Abraham, Craig Clemens, I got Evan Carmichael, Lisa Bilyeu, Glow Atonmo, and Dave Hollis. All phenomenal people, like powerful humans, coming to hang with me. And part of me is like, I hope I don't waste their time. You know what I mean? But I do this every day. And I'm giving you this. It is not to have you feel like, oh, if Anthony feels like that, well, what do I got going? That is not what I'm trying to get at you. I'm trying to give you this simple thought. In these moments, when I get to this level of mentality, here's what I do. I tell myself, all right, the only way you find out is by going and selling out. Take it back to football. When I had plays and I was doing the thing and I'm playing the game, I would have those thoughts like, who am I to do this? How's it going to work out? And you know what I did? I figured, well, the only way I'm going to find out is if I go out there and give everything I got. That's how I'm going to find out. There's no other way to do it. I can sit here and contemplate everything that can go wrong all the time. And you know what it does? It puts you in a negative space. You know what I do? Negative things. But if I go out there and go, look, I don't know for sure what's going to happen, but what I do know is I do know that I got the opportunity to do this, which means I've earned it. Somewhere in the ether, in the world, somebody chose me because I did some work. So I need to lean on that little belief. You got to lean on that belief first. You were chosen in some capacity. You were picked for a purpose, not an accident. No one's putting someone in a position that they don't think they can handle, right? No one's really going to do that. God doesn't even do that. He gives you what you believe you can handle, right? So the idea is like lean into it. And then the second thing is all you can do is give all you got. That's all you can do. You give all you got. And if you go out there and realize that the goal is not always to succeed, but the goal is to give all you got, you find you succeed vastly more. Because we all, every single one of us, you have so much more inside of you than you even know, myself included. I find weird things I try all the time, and I find out that I'm weirdly good at them. It's not because I'm like blessed to have this ability. You know, all it is, I go, I'm gonna try it out. That's how Ninja Warrior happened. I'm gonna try it out. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go see if I can hang by my hands and swing across bars and not fall on my back. And sure enough, I hit a buzzer on the TV show. Producers didn't even think I could do it. And again, it's not a great Anthony. He's an amazing thing. All it is I tried something that scared me, and I figured all I can do is give all I got. And when you mentally do that, you give yourself this grace of like, well, if I give all I got, then if it does poorly, it's not by my mistake. Because that's the fear. The fear is I'm going to do something, I'm going to make a mistake I could have avoided, right? That's the fear. Then it's all on me. I feel bad. It's blaming me. But no, what if it's just if you give all you got and you lean into it and do the best you absolutely can and it doesn't go right, guess what? That's okay. It's not your fault. You did everything you could in your power. So I think as we go into these moments, we see opportunities come up and they arrive in our lives, the mental processing you should have is like not who am I to do blank, but how can I give all I got? That's it. How can I give every single piece of me in any way I can find? Because when you do that, you find out more about yourself than you could ever imagine. I'm not making this up. It's not just to sound good on a Wednesday morning. I'm telling you, you find out and think about times in the past when you did something and you were like, ooh, I had no idea I was that good. No idea I could do that. Yeah, you might suck at first. You might not be the greatest at some of these things. It's the nature of humanity and how we do stuff. But you and I both know there was something in the past you tried and you did, oh, wow, I could do that. I could be a dad. I could be a mom. I could be a coach. I could be a business owner. I didn't know. And I wouldn't have known unless I sold out and gave everything I had. So my message to you today, as you venture off into this Wednesday, leading into the rest of the week, is you to step back for a second and say, hey, being honest, where in my head, where in my heart have I been questioning, possibly questioning my ability to do X? Where have I been questioning my capabilities, my worthiness, my deservingness of this thing? And I want you to go back and go, well, one, I would not have this opportunity. You would not have this opportunity if somewhere in the world, in the ether of the universe, you weren't chosen. Someone gave you this. Someone, it could be a higher power, it could be a person on this planet, gave you the job, gave you the gig, gave you the opportunity because they believe you're prepared for it. The next step is for you to believe. And the way that you believe is you give everything you got. It's all you can do. I'm serious. It's that simple. Just give everything you have to it and you'll find that you got way more than you thought you had to give. it has every single time come true for me that I found when I give so much through, so much more greatness comes out of it.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.